Okay, good afternoon students. So this I am making this video for explaining the third unit, a brief explanation how to write the questions in third unit. So here from the third unit you are going to get the short questions from the topics open loop control system, means the question like define the open loop control system, define closed loop control system, or define the what a transfer function of a closed loop system, or define the transfer function of a control system. They may ask the questions like that. First question is define the open loop system, define the closed loop system, and another question is define the transfer function of the control system. So they may ask the questions like that regarding the short question from the first half. And second thing is they may ask one more question as a short question, define the servo mechanism. They may ask one question called as a define the servo mechanism. So that one is over here. We have not discussed about the servo mechanism, but I'll let you know. I'll explain that concept in the next coming classes. As I said, I don't have the required textbook. So the next case is from the second half of the third unit. You are going to get a short question on what is that? Uh, they may ask you define the digital to analog multiplexer or analog to digital multiplexer. Sometimes they are asking the IEEE 488 bus also. They may ask the digital to analog multiplexer as well as the analog to digital multiplexer IEEE 488 bus as a short question, as a short question, as well as a long question, as a short question as well as a long question. So it purely depends on their interest, but most of the short questions will come from the open loop, closed loop, transfer from open loop control system, closed loop control system, transfer function of a control system. They may ask the questions like that. Okay. Now coming to the what is that long questions. Long questions, important long questions in the third unit are servo motors, DC and AC servo motors. They are the important questions for long answers. For long answers. So DC servo motors or AC servo motors. So if we are go through the textbook, we will come across only the I think AC servo motors, but we are supposed to see a separate textbook with a name called as a Bakshi. The author is a Bakshi, control system by Bakshi. Only one textbook is there in the library. So I will give that copy also once the lockdown is over. So the long question is DC or AC servo motors, the temperature controller, liquid level controller. These are the long questions from the first half of the third unit. Three long questions. One is DC and AC servo motors, DC servo motor or AC servo motor. Another one is the temperature control. Another one is the liquid level control. Okay, now sometimes, very least times, they are asking the stepper motor as a long question, stepper motor as a long question as well as a short question. Now if you go to the second half of the third unit, the short question is they may ask one thing called as a define the define the data acquisition system. They will simply ask one short question like define the data acquisition system, which I am highlighting on the what is that, wait a minute. Okay, I'll highlight this one. So this part they may ask this one as a short question, define the data acquisition system. So they'll ask this one, or they may ask the different types of what is the data acquisition systems. And one more thing is in the first part, means in the second half of the third unit, you are having this topic now, which is called as a what is that, this one, interfacing the transducers to the electronic and measuring systems is there now. So up to my knowledge, this is not going to be the long question, and they'll ask only the what is that, starting point. Let me show you that one. So you are having the data acquisition system now, so they'll ask about this part, they'll ask about this one. So they may ask the data acquisition system format. So I'm just rounding on the screen, you just look on the screen. So 12 figure number 12.1, and for this topic, to the right side of the screen, for this topic, so you are having the so many diagrams. So no need to explain all those diagrams. You are supposed to explain a brief about this thing, whatever the things we are having over here, the same thing you are supposed to explain here, but don't go for drawing all the diagrams. So as you are having the, if you got the question, a long question, if the bad luck follows us, then we may get the long question from here. But 99% we are not going to get any long question from this particular part. There is a chance for the short question, so that short question, that too about this particular block only. So whatever I am whatever I am showing on the screen, so this about this particular block only you are going to get the long what is that short question. You are not going to get the long question. If you want to prepare thoroughly, then you are supposed to explain from this part what is that interfacing the transducers to the control system and measuring system. So for this part, if you want to explain, you just remember this one. What is that? This area, whatever the area we are having, the components explanation, you are supposed to explain this. Along with this, you just remember this one, instrumentation amplifier, and don't go for different types of instrumentation amplifier which are there in the material. No need to explain all those things. Wait a minute. No need to explain all those things. Just explain this one. Explain this one. Okay now. And one more thing is, after this you are having the mathematical expressions. I am not given the elaborated explanation regarding this particular one, because we have seen this concept in what is that instrumentation amplifier case in the third semester. But no need to explain that elaborated thing in the exam. Just remember these three questions, that's more than enough. These three equations, that's more than enough to express. And here when you are trying to explain, I'm sure about this, you are not going to get this question, but if you want to prepare for thoroughly, then you just remember these two diagrams, and no need, don't bother about this one. No need to express this diagram in the exam, which I am showing on the screen. No need to draw this diagram in the exam. Don't bother about this one, isolation amplifier. You simply explain what could be the advantage of the isolation amplifier, where we are using the isolation amplifier. No need to explain this part in the exam. Okay now. So don't worry about these diagrams. So I'm sure about that this question you are not going to get. What is that? Interfacing the transducers you are not going to get, but you are going to get this question as a short question. This one as a short question, which is a data acquisition system. And second thing is, you are having the what is it, digital to analog multiplexer. So you are having the diagrams for the digital to analog multiplexer, analog to digital multiplexer. Wait a minute, let me show you that one. Yeah, one more thing is that these diagrams also not necessary. Just explain the theory, make a 3 to 4 points regarding this one. Just make a 3 to 4 points. No need to draw the diagrams in the exam, so it is not necessary. But you are supposed to explain when you are taking the transmission process from the measuring end to the receiving end, then you are supposed to explain how the transducer is there, what is the importance of the instrumentation amplifier, voltage to frequency, frequency to voltage, all those things you are supposed to explain, but no need to draw these diagrams in the exam. And here multiplexers, as I said, multiplexers, they may ask the short question as well as the long question. If they are asking the short question, simply you are supposed to define the multiplexer and explain any one of the digital to analog or analog to digital multiplexer, whatever the multiplexer they are highlighting in the exam, just explain that one only. Okay now. So in case of the over here, I think material is up and down. So here we are having the digital to analog multiplexer. So this digital to analog multiplexer, you can explain the digital to analog multiplexer. Means if they are asking the short question, make a 5 to 7 points about this particular digital to analog multiplexer. If they are asking the long question, then you are supposed to explain this digital to analog multiplexer along with the diagram. So let me show you the diagram also, which is a digital to analog multiplexer. Yeah, either this one, yeah, for the long question you take this one as well as this one. The diagram number 12.11, the diagram number 12.12. You are supposed to explain these two diagrams for the long question. For the short question, no need to draw the diagrams. You can simply explain the theory points, 5 to 7 points. No sir, we want to show that diagram also, then you may use any one of these diagrams. You may use any one of these diagrams to indicate the digital to analog multiplexer. It's similar to the digital to analog multiplexer, we are having the analog to digital multiplexer also. They may ask the short question or the long question. Okay now, they may ask the short question or the long question. So one more thing is, this particular page is related to the voltage to frequency converter. You least bother about this area. Which is related to which topic. I'm not going back to the syllabus, sorry, to the material, because it is very long. So here during this case you will come across the voltage to frequency converter. So this part, no, you least bother about this one, no need to express this one in the exam. Okay, you can skip off this. For the exam you can skip off this. Okay, so the next one is a IEEE 488 bus. I send you some material, right? So you just remember, take some of the points from the material regarding the IEEE 488 bus, and after that, when you get the question from the IEEE 488 bus, what you do is, yeah, for the digital, IEEE 488 bus, let me finish. Yeah, explain this diagram along with the pin configuration which you are having in your material. I send you some material na, so no need to express that entire material, but write some of the points related to the IEEE 488 bus. But what you do is, you are supposed to draw this diagram which is showing the three terminal case. Okay, now which is showing the what is that, connections. They may act as a input output as well as a input or output only. So regarding that, we have seen the NFRD, NRFT, NDAC, SRQ signals case, which is there in our material which I send you in the WhatsApp group. So just collect that information, the information related to these three signals, get that information from the material, and draw this diagram, and explain the theory part. So no need to worry about this IEEE 488 bus also. Okay, now, so the next case is, another thing is that analog to digital multiplexer. If they are asking only for short, again you are supposed to explain only the theory part. If they are asking for long, you are supposed to draw this diagram as well as this diagram. These are the simple diagrams related to the analog to digital multiplexer. Okay, now, so this is about a short video on how to write the exam for how to write the what questions in third unit for the exam. Okay, so again I am repeating, short questions are: define the open loop control system, define the closed loop control system, define the transfer function of a control system. They may ask the what is that, short questions like that. Sometimes they may ask the what is that, what temperature control, liquid level control. Least bother, it is only the examples. If you would have studied for long question, you can make the short question from that only. So the thing is, for short question, 100% short questions are open loop control system, closed loop control system, transfer function of the closed loop control system, and advantage and disadvantages of the open loop as well as the closed loop. Or I can say that it is a what is that, differentiate between the open loop and closed loop control system. Or I can say that the comparison between the open loop and closed loop control system. Like that, they may ask the short question. So long question is DC and AC servo motors. Definitely there is a long question from the servo motors. And one more thing I forgot, I explained this one in the during the starting of this video. You are having one terminology called as a servo mechanism, which is a short question. Servo mechanism, which is a short question. So means servo motors are following the servo mechanism, or I can say that the motors which are following the servo mechanism are called as a servo motors. So based on AC DC power supply, they are divided into AC servo motor, DC servo motor. So stepper motor, which we have seen, but this one is from the AK Ghosh. This explanation is quite different, but whatever the explanation we have seen for the stepper motor, same thing is going to be explained over here. But the thing is, they are using the number of stators are different, the angle, the rotating angle is going to be different. Okay, so these two are very important for long question also. Okay, so just revise this video, you will come across the important questions. Long questions are from the first half of the third unit. Long questions are servo motors, temperature control, liquid level control, and short questions are open loop control system, closed loop control system, transfer function of the control system. In case of the second half of the third unit, short questions are data acquisition system, define the data acquisition system, or explain the digital to analog multiplexer, briefly explain, or write a short note on digital to analog multiplexer or analog to digital multiplexer. Even the IEEE 488 bus they are asking. So these three are long as well as the short questions in the second half. Another short questions which is a hidden one is a what to define the data acquisition system. Okay, so this is about your third unit. If you are having any doubts related to this what is that questioning format, you can raise the what your doubts in the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you.